Faith is a necessary attribute of science and should not be overlooked in scientific thought. Quite a controversial sentence indeed, but I'll start with the definition of what I believe faith to be. Quite simply, believing in an idea that is not solely based on proof. Francis Bacon, a man of faith by the way, pioneered the modern ideas on scientific thought. He enforced the idea of the necessity of logic to uncover truth, which aided in the development of the modern scientific theory, that is, something that must be testable, observable, and repeatable. Yet this seems to go against some well-grounded facts in modern science. Take carbon dating, for example. This technique has been studied since the 1950s, but it is used to date things thousands of years ago, not observed nor repeatable. Now, I'm not arguing with its validity, but asking you to accept the grain of faith required to make such a claim with this method. Our faith is in the logic that the trend of the decay of carbon stays true. And looking to science, you find many other examples that require faith outside of the scientific theory. Black holes, dark matter, string theory. Should these not be considered science? Ancient Greeks studied metaphysics to be as valid a school of thought as physics. But somewhere along the line, there was a separation, and these metaphysical ideas became invalid to the scientific community. But faith has been proven true over and over again within some of the greatest minds. Einstein's thought experiments are a great example of faith becoming one with science. He meditated on ideas and thought about them with no possible way of observing them, and later they turned out to be very true. Germ theory of disease is developed out of faith, believing that something unseen can be the cause of sickness. And this idea was protested against in the 19th century by physicians and scientists because of a lack of evidence. But because of his faith, Ignaz Semmelweis cleaned his hands before surgery because he believed it made a difference. And because of this, Louis Pasteur was able to work hard at proving germ theory to his fellow scientists and save many lives. In the year 1900, Lord Kelvin is known to have said, "There is nothing new to be discovered in physics now. All that remains is more and more precise measurements." And this was a shared opinion among many physicists of that time. However, scientists like Niels Bohr and Ernest Rutherford disagreed with this and went on to pursue more in the quantum realm, because they had faith there is more to the picture than meets the eye. And now modern physics is anything but physical. We put our faith in the math and the statistics to explain the elegance of our beautiful universe. Our faith is in the logic, that the logic is right, that the logic is true. Now, if faith has been proven true in the scientific community, why do people disregard it? Is it because it's not tangible? Well, life isn't tangible. You can't touch a thought. You can't perceive with anything outside of yourself, only that which interacts with you. But before I get too philosophical, it is clear there is much we don't understand of us. As engineers, we must not be narrow-minded, or we will be as foolish as those who refuse to clean their hands before surgery. Faith should not be swept away as useless thought by the scientific community, but should be questioned and understood. It is faith in an idea where scientific thought originates. Without faith, science cannot progress. Thank you.